Hey, Haley Beth. See if I can get y'all up here. See here. Boom. Alright, let me see if I can get Haley Beth and grab her. Haley Beth. Boom.
Wait. Only. Hi, welcome to the Game Project Show. My name is Haley Seth, owner of Haley Dot. I am a diamond dot artist. I have a show Friday nights at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tonight's highlighted guest from AJ Camp. Tonight's featured guest is very, very funny. Take it away, Ken.
Yo, Haley Beth. That was awesome, Haley. Thank you.
We didn't even look at the freaking Easter.
You did not even look at the paper. You
Nice.
absolutely did not. That's amazing, Haley. Thank you very
Well,
much.
first, if you're not happy,
All right. Now, if I could just figure out how to, let's see here. Let's expand this guy. Haley,
Why would we do that?
Haley, that was an outstanding job. Thank you so much. I just wanted to say, Haley, that I'm super proud of you for practicing. You get better every single week, and that is awesome. Thank you, Haley.
you're welcome.
She'll be down in the chat, keeping everybody in line. Ashman, she didn't
Yes,
even read
sir.
the script, dude.
I know. It was amazing.
That's awesome.
You did great.
How are you, my friend?
I'm good, dude. How
about
about yourself?
I just wanted everybody to take in the Ashman. Thank you, everyone, for joining. You are finding us for the first time doing a Again Project show from TikTok Studios. The reason we're doing that is because we want the quality of the video and audio to be better for our guests, so that when they show their artwork or whatever it is that they're working on, it comes through better. And as an example, look how amazing Ashman looks.
It's all smoke and mirrors, folks.
Ash, we've got it's all smoke and mirrors, folks. we have some interesting folks coming on tonight, and while we're doing this, I'm trying to figure out how to click on these buttons and stuff here. How do I? Uh-oh. I don't know, Ash. How do I? Oh, here it is. Let me see something. I'm learning the. There we go. I'm learning TikTok Studios here now. Is this the only way we can do that? Where I'm like looking down at this tiny little Ash down there?
I think so. I think that's the only thing we were doing for a while last time.
And then I think that when we have two people in the chat, so when the other guest comes up, I can reconfigure it, and then we got a little bit bigger boxes on the side.
Moose said no.
Moose said no. Okay. Thank you, everybody, for stopping in. I appreciate it. Welcome to the Again Project Show. Like I said, this is the very first time we were doing it from live studios. I'm running it from a laptop. Special thanks to Wafty for figuring all this stuff out. And Moose behind the scenes helping us figure some stuff out. Tonight we got Chris Major. I don't know if you brought your crochet needle and your yarn, but I'm ready. I'm ready for you. So I think the other thing we're gonna have to do is move that camera when we bring guests on. So we'll make it work. We'll figure it out. good to see everybody in the chat. If I miss you this evening, please forgive me. I'm trying to figure out how to push all the buttons and do all the things.
Bruce
And,
said he could walk you through it at some point. How to go side by side.
Okay, Moose. Cool, man. Well, I'll tell you what, Moose. Before we bring Chris Major up, let's get that sorted out. So where's Moose at? Raise your hand, Moose. Where are you at? There you are. Raise your hand. There he is. All right, Moosifer. Invite sent, Moose. I'm thinking we can do this real quick, huh?
Said we can't do that. Your next slide.
Ah, okay. All right, Moose. Then kick yourself out. Get out of here, Moose.
I was just gonna, yeah.
Get out of here, Moose. I'm just teasing, man. I'm just teasing. I'm coming back to you, Moose. That was kind of fun, though. Here you go, Moose. I was just kidding.
Echoing with you? It sounds like it's echoing.
I don't hear an echo.
Okay, so well, you may not hear the echo. What we're hearing is the sound coming through your what is
Bluetooth
it?
speaker.
You need to go to where it's got the little settings for your filter. Click that, and you're going to turn the volume from your computer all the way down.
Heard that.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
There we go. How about that?
Testing.
Is that better? Now you're hearing me through the
Nope.
laptop.
Testing.
These aren't working.
You'll hear the echo.
You still hear the echo?
Yeah.
Huh.
Okay, so the side by side thing. I'm assuming you're in landscape mode.
No, I'm in portrait. I got to be in portrait.
Okay, let me see if I can do something real quick.
So there was a way to I could just change the where was it? Where's the multi-guest button at here? There it is.
Hey, Bridges and Cruising.
All right, well, we don't want to get too hung up on that. That's all right. We'll run out of time here. I just was hoping to get usually in this configuration, here, let's try this, Mass. Let me try this real quick. I bet this will work. Expand. There we go. That's the one I was talking about. So we just need a third person. So thanks for being our third, Moose.
Well, what basically after your show tonight, I'm gonna show you how to just get you guys side by side how you would be in a normal TikTok.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Or perhaps like two bigger squares at the top and then your guest at the bottom.
Right on.
It's a little bit tricky to do it, but it'll take like 5-10 minutes to walk you through it after your stream.
Right on. Well, let me see here. When I go to all right. Well, we'll sort that. Thanks, Moose. I'll hit you up
Hey, it's no problem.
afterwards. Thank you, man.
Yep.
Get out of here, Moose. I like this though. This is a good version here. We got the Ash Man. So what we're gonna do is I saw Chris Major down there in the chat.
Yep.
And I'm gonna go ahead and send out an invite to Chris, and let's make sure all her stuff is working. And that's part of the reason that I invited Chris was because she can roll with the punches. So if it all goes sideways, it's okay. We'll figure it out. All right. So Haley, right on. Haley Best Center 1. There she is. Do we have audio on you, Chris?
Checking it. Do you hear me?
Yes. We hear you now.
Yeah.
We absolutely hear you now. Now what we're going to do, y'all, this is my friend Chris Major. For y'all that don't know Chris is a crochet artist, and she also puts out content that I happen to really like. So, Chris, I appreciate you being here. Chris is going to be a reoccurring presence. I just want you to know I got my needles and I got an extra couple just in case I lose one or something, which you usually won't do. I got my Mardi Gras colors. And I'm ready. I'm ready. I found the end. I found the end of the yarn. So as Haley would say, over to you, Chris.
All right. Well, Ben has asked me to walk through if anybody's interested in learning to crochet, have kids, family, just need something to do with your hands. I can tell you that this has been a major career in my quit smoking addiction that I was dealing with. I'm still dealing with it. It keeps me busy, keeps me occupied, also keeps my money tied up, which is much easier too, because being formed for a smoke person. So, the basic things you would get if you're interested in this: pick yarn, pick up a color. Then you've got a couple of people for color doesn't matter. I don't recommend black or any solid dark color just because it's harder to see until you get used to it. I actually have a headlamp, so when I work with black yarn, I look like a total nerd, but it helps. Get a hook. This is a typical basic metal, nothing fancy. Go cheap, never go expensive till you decide if you like it. Once you like it, you've got ones with handles if you have carpal tunnel, if you have arthritis. You have ones with fancier types of metal. We have artists on here that I have bought these from who enjoyed making beaded hooks. Gives you something to hold on to. And just for again, I had to dig this one out. I actually purchased from another artist a wooden and resonance hook that they hand made as well. So
That's cool.
lots of different options depending on what you like. If you're into it, my friend Heidi used me with one out of clay. So there's lots of options. You can make your own. You can purchase them. You can just go to Joann. You can go to Walmart. You can go to Meijer. Wherever you've got anywhere like that. Pick you a yarn. Pick up your hook. And then the trickiest part is figuring out a slip knot. If you can do a slip knot, you start there. We'll go into a circle, or you can make a square. And every little feature that you decide to make or come up with starts with a slip knot. And then you go and repeat the same step over and over until you make something. If anybody
Slipknot,
wants,
isn't that a band? I think Chad played with them.
they are. But you do your typical slip knot. You need to be able to pull aside the tighten it. We'll do it in slow for everybody. I don't know if I do it the same as anybody else. I use 2 fingers and I pinch with my thumb, drape the yarn on the back of the hole. The small piece, the short end, should be closer to you. Take the long end of your piece, go around and make an X. You're going to make an X on the yarn in your hand. And then hold it under your finger. This is the simplest way I know. I'm sorry if I complicate it. In your other hand, you're going to take your hook. You go where you have the X in here. You go under the first part of the X. This is hard on there. And then you're going to hook the other piece and pull it through. Oh, that's first. Okay. Look at that. I just screwed up on your show. I made that really hard. That's how you make a circle. So ignore what I just said. I'm so sorry. I've been making circles all day.
Hi, Betty G.
I'm so sorry. It is not my day. It's been a very long day. I spent all day yesterday after getting off the phone in the ER with my mother, so my brain is fried.
Oh, man.
Okay. She's fine. She's fine. She will be. All right, try again. I'm sorry. It's straight yarn,
Yep.
small piece, put it in your weak hand.
Small piece in your weak hand. Okay.
I do, just because that way my strong hand is doing the work.
Okay.
All right, I go around my finger, and then I loop through and pull. I don't know if that helped or not. Teaching is the trick part for me. The slip knot's the hard part for me.
Go around my finger.
Round your finger.
Just one finger or both fingers?
You can do two to give yourself a split so you can see it better. You just want to put the long piece around through and then drop it and pull it. Any Boy Scouts in here? Welcome to the hot plate.
All right. You want to put the long piece through.
The long piece through the short piece. So you go around your finger, loop it, pinch it, pull it. Begins
How about
like
this? How about
this.
this?
You got another way to make a slip knot? I figure anybody who fishes is probably got a couple of tips for this.
Is it got a
Fishes, Boy
slip?
Scout. As long as you can.
Nope.
Little guy.
But you said I needed scissors.
You got scissors. Yep. You got the scissors.
So what do you do next?
You get your slip knot. You get your slip knot, you put it on your hook. You put your hook through your slip knot. The long piece of yarn that's attached to your skein should be what you can pull tight.
Oh, right on. Okay, then
So
what?
that's what everybody want to hang. You want to be able to hang it on. You want to hang your hook.
Okay.
Good old hangman style. Once you get that, you just take your hook, make sure that you can move your hook inside of your knot so it's not too tight. That's where the slip knot comes in. Grab your yarn, grab it, and you just pull through, and you have a chain. You do the same thing again. Wrap the yarn around the hook, pull another one through. You have two. And you make as many chains as a pattern calls for. If you're just trying to practice, I recommend doing 10 or 11. I like even numbers, so it's going to sound funny, but I do 11. And it gives you a base point. Your chain.
So I've got my slip knot. I've got it on my piece here. So take me through that one more time. I take the string in do I hold the needle in my dominant hand or my other hand?
Hold that in your dominant hand.
The needle?
Yep.
Okay.
Pinch the short tail end in your right hand. Your left,
Okay.
my left. Are you right-handed again?
Yeah.
Okay, so in your left hand, hold the tail, and then you're going to grab the long piece and just pull it through.
Hold it right off the end. I see what you're saying though.
That's all you do. It sounds a lot more complicated than it is. I am not a grade A teacher. Once you get that basic part, I don't remember what we can say. There are YT videos, if I can't say that word, that you can look up to do chaining, basic chaining. There are people that have the camera flip when they zoom in. They've got really good cameras and they'll have it like right up to where you can see things clear.
Right on.
Oh, there you go. I get my big old face out of there. That's what a chain should look like. It should look like a V on one side, and when you look at the other side, it looks kind of like a braid.
Yeah.
The V is the key to most everything in crochet. Once you're comfortable and you got to where the tension here, these aren't too big and aren't too small, and you get it, you're just comfortable with it, then it's different kinds of stitches we go from there.
Right on. Right on. So I do it a little differently, but I got to the
There's
slip knot
no
the same
wrong
way.
way to do that.
I got to the slip knot, and once you get the slip knot, then you just kind of tuck and roll, huh?
Yep. Think about hook and fly off the stage. You remember in the old, they're dancing on the stage, they put out that big gold hook and pull them off when their time was done.
Yeah.
Think of your hook as the same idea, and the long piece that's attached to the big cane or your ball, that's the guy we want to yank off the stage. So your hold is on your hook.
Yeah.
Tighten it or loosen it, that's your hold. You're going to grab the guy and pull him off the stage. So you just pull it through. You still have that loop on your hook.
And just over and over. And then
As many as it calls for. Blankets are hundreds. Little things like this is just a row of 10 of them. And
So
then
then-
I just made a square from there.
and then you start marrying them together basically.
Yeah, you'll go through them with things like single crochets, half double crochets, double crochets, treble crochets, and keep in mind, depending on where you are on our beautiful planet that we share, it does matter if you're talking to somebody from the UK and they're walking you through a pattern. Their terminology does not mean the same as it does to us in the United States.
Heard that.
Kind of like our metric system, we all had to be different, and I don't
Right.
know why.
Mhm.
But something to keep in mind.
Right on.
Like I said, I know it's awkward with some of these random couple-minute spots on the beginning here, but if anybody's, peeking in, lingering, you're curious, you want to learn, I've got the patience. Sometimes it's a little easier to do a one-on-one. If you have questions, I don't mind. If you do crochet, but you want to do something different you've never done, I can walk you through just about everything. I'm not a perfect crocheter by any means, but I certainly will try anything except micro crochet. That I will not. You are on your own. If I got to look through a microscope to see it, no thank you.
So, thank you, Chris. And this is going to be a reoccurring. There'll be several folks come on, do a reoccurring thing. And the hope, what we're trying to do is, well, first of all, we're trying to get content of Chris doing her thing, right? And we're also we're playing the long game. So hopefully over the year in these reoccurring spots, eventually some folks may be encouraged to give it a try, or at least go check out and support artists that are from the crochet world. So we're playing the long game. All you need is a needle, a skein of yarn, and look at a YouTube video if you need to on how to tie a slip knot, and see what you come up with. We're going to start doing some challenges once we get rolling on this, and we'll see where we can go with it. But thank you, Chris, for being on here. I appreciate you so much. Do you have any positive words of wisdom for us today? I know that you had a rough day.
It's just been a long day. It's been a long day. I'm going to tell you, if nothing else, no judgment, but God, put whatever you're smoking down, man. Mom's having a real hard time because that nasty old lung stuff got her, and it got her bad yesterday. It's the first time we've had it. So definitely pick up a hook. Become a hooker.
Become a hooker.
Become a
You heard it here
hooker.
first.
Even Hin is getting his feet wet with hooking.
The
Try
last time
anything.
I hooked, I was playing rugby.
It's a little bit different, but there's something for everybody. Get in there, get your feet wet, give it a try. If you've got restless kids that have any kind of ADD, ADHD, autism, there are videos of kids teaching kids on the YT as well, one of which his name is Jonah. He is phenomenal. He is intelligent, articulate, and kids can relate to kids. He does some pretty amazing crochet videos. But it gives kids something to do. Even if all they ever get is at first a chain, you tie off at the chain and you just had your kid make you a bracelet. That's pretty special, and that's a pretty big achievement for anybody. It's a start. Give them a start that they can create something with their hands.
Yes. All we're trying to do is get them started. Find something. Try new things. That's all. That's all we're trying
Get
to do.
them hooked.
You're hooked.
Get them hooked. Yeah, get them hooked. It is. It is. Yes, it's great for road trips. It's small. It's a cheap start. Like anything else, I think an artist could tell you. Pick up a cheap paint and a piece of paper. The stuff gets expensive the more intricate you get, just like anything else. Same thing with wood. Give it a try. But I recommend crochet if you just do something different. It definitely helps with a lot of the mental stuff, and we do need it.
Thank you, Chris. And now, in honor of Chad Rev Art, we're going to pretend like we're throwing you out of here. But y'all, please go give Chris Major a follow. Check out her content as well. It isn't all just about crocheting. It's about some other things, too. Chris, I appreciate you. You got a snake there? What else you got while I'm kicking you out? You got anything else? You got anything else you going to show us there? While I'm
Bird
throwing you out?
pieces.
What?
Bird pieces.
Oh, that's cool.
That's awesome.
That's
And it's
cool.
a half a sweater.
A half a sweater.
I can't do many posts on this yet because it's a gift from my aunt. So I
Heard
can't
that.
do anything. She's not on like this. But yep, it is a Beetlejuice themed cardigan.
Nice.
It all starts with a knot. I'm telling you. You go from a knot to something like this and you can wear a blanket all day.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Love
you.
you guys.
Much love to you. Thank you, boo. Chris is out of here. Y'all, we're gonna keep doing that. We got Eve coming on, gonna give us lessons. We got some other stuff that's gonna happen. And I'm excited that we can do it from the TikTok live studio. It's gonna kill us on the numbers, but we're gonna have much better quality stuff. So as far as the cameras go. Tonight, Ash, we're gonna get started on Dirty. I hadn't even had a chance to look. I'm hoping Dirty's in here. But before that, Ash, you got some stuff going on. I'm gonna bring you up again, see if I can. There we go.
Hey, Freak, how's it going?
And Ashman has some stuff going on. He's got a podcast called Genteel Poverty that he does with his wife, and she makes him sound really smart. He has Ashman's art show. Wait, no. Ashman's basic art show that he does. Tell us about these things, Ash, please, sir.
Genteel Poverty is about all of us who have taken the humanities route and pretty much have taken it in the wallet. So we're doing things because we love them, and we're doing them because it makes us better people. And, and he's right, my wife does make me sound better on that. And the other thing I'm doing is Ashman's Basic Art Show, which is tomorrow, 4 o'clock my time, 6 o'clock Eastern time, right? Yeah, so it's just an hour to 2 hours, depending on how I'm doing, of me doing artwork and chatting with everybody. One word, Vonnegut.
Do you have any of those amazing artwork that you've done in the last few days readily available nearby?
Let's see.
Since we've got this new setup, man, I want to see your artwork in this new camera.
Let's see. There.
Hey, Freak, how's it going?
I just posted this guy today.
So awesome, dude.
That's a Skeksis from the Black Crystal, or Dark Crystal. Sorry.
He did that in like 8 minutes, y'all.
Hour and a half. At least. And then, I know you like the dragon. I think I've shown this on here. I'm not. But the dragon was one of my
dude.
favorite pieces I've done lately.
So cool, man.
It was a lot of fun. That's the kind of stuff I do on the art show. And chat with everybody who comes in, because I get a lot of really great people just like we get here that come through. So
That is 6 o'clock Eastern Time, 4 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. You can get Ashman's Basic Art Show. That's where you actually get to interact with the man himself. He might even talk to you.
I'm very lonely.
Thursday nights, we've been doing something called Low Orbit Lounge. We're trying to sort out over there. And then Ashman and I also have, we're going to be doing some late night flow states over on a platform called Big O. So if anybody's interested in catching us over there, when you first sign up, it seems like a dating app, but get past that. They are making places for artists and content and creators like us, makers, people that build stuff, make stuff. They are being accommodating for us over there. So hopefully you'll stop in and check us out over there. Ashman, where else are you, man?
Everywhere and nowhere.
So, but they can find you on Spotify or the Pandoras or the Amazon or the whatever.
Yeah, Genteel Poverty is on just about everywhere you can get a podcast.
Ubiquitous is the word that we're looking for there. Ashman is
Pulling out these
ubiquitous.
big fancy words.
I looked that up right before the show. Has anybody seen Dirty 530 in the chat?
Did see him in here.
All right. There, if anybody sees Dirty and you happen to be a mod as well, would you please send Dirty up into a box? Thank you, Haley Beth. Haley Beth is the best, man.
Oh, yeah.
What I'm going to do at the moment, Ashman, is I'm going to shrink you for just a minute. I almost disconnected you, Ash.
How goes it?
Dirty 530. How are you, my friend?
Not bad. Hopefully my internet works with us here. It is snowing like crazy.
All right. Well, in the worst case scenario, man, if it all breaks down, then we'll get together and figure it out again.
Right?
There we go. We got you. You froze for just a second there, but we got you. Is there a delay, or are you able to hear us?
Yeah, the red bar just went away. There we go. There we go. Hopefully it just straightened out. Yeah, it's been raining for 3 days.
Heard that. Well, it might be a little bit glitchy or whatever, but we'll work through it, man. No worries. We're used to dealing with adversity around here, and I know that you are.
All right. Yes, definitely. I struggle with this all the time.
So we got you, man. No worries. We'll just, if there comes times there's glitched up or something, we'll just, Ashman and I'll just chat for a minute until you come back, and then we'll work it out, bro. Dirty, it's good to see you, man. I hadn't really got to do much of an introduction yet.
Yeah.
We were getting some other stuff in there.
Sometimes it works better if I drop out and then come back.
Okay. Are you having trouble hearing us? Because you're fine to us. What about
I'll be
you,
right
Ash?
back.
Yeah, it's fine.
You're
to
fine
me.
to me, man. You look fine here.
All right. We'll struggle through it then. We got it.
If it's hard, if it's messed up on your end, you're welcome to drop down. I'm just letting you know that we can see and hear you just fine on our end. Sounds like there might be a TV or something in the background, but
Let me get past you real quick.
All right, because I just have a big lag.
okay. Well, drop down.
Okay.
Come back up. Try that. I'm gonna disconnect you.
All right.
There we go. Let's see if we can get them back. Sometimes it's
Yeah.
like this. We usually got Chad in the top of a tree holding a coat hanger trying to get things to work again. Haley Beth, if you please, would you please send Mr. Dirty 530 back up? See if we can get it working for him. Sometimes weather be weathering.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Kat. How's it going?
What's going on, Kat? I'm sorry, y'all. Hey, Eric, I'm sorry that I've missed a bunch of y'all in the chat. I am kind of trying to figure everything out as we go here. Good to see everybody. Hopefully you can still see everybody. What I am trying to do is go to settings and see if I can change anything that'll help them out here. I don't really know what that might be though.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody else is still getting it, but I'm still getting an echo. So I don't
Gotcha.
know. It might have to do with the loop on your end with the headphone.
All right, let's see how this goes.
Sorry all around. Sorry about this, guys.
Oh, it's a little bit better. Yeah, I do apologize for my weather. It's been raining like crazy for the last 3 days, and it just decided to turn into a whole bunch of snow.
All righty.
Can you hear me?
That solved the echoing problem. So yeah.
Mic check. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, sometimes I gotta drop out and then come back, and yeah. But like I said, it's been raining for 3 days, and it just started snowing like crazy. What's up, E? That's my teacher right there, one of them, which you guys know. Great artist.
So how are you doing today, man?
I'm doing good. And yourself?
I'm great. Again, we can't hear you
I
at
hope
all,
everyone
man.
else is good. Yeah, it's like off and on with you again. It's like your mic's off or something.
Can't hear you. It's been like that today, man. It's just one of those days.
Yeah, it's weird. It's just one of those days.
Yeah. So what got you into doing?
But all right, well, what got me into airbrushing, honestly, I've always liked art. I grew up as a kid drawing, just doodling things, and I used to draw on mom and dad's cars all the time, and with Sharpies or sometimes with a nail. It was a very, very forgiving childhood. It was fun.
Yeah.
Nice, man. But other than that, I always loved art. I actually just picked up the airbrush like 2 years and maybe 2 months ago. And it was just kind of a rough patch in my life. Uh-oh. Are we still there?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. Just checking. But yeah, so we lost mom, and after that, I had just started getting into my airbrush, and I was showing her my stuff before she moved on, and she told me, she's all, "Don't never stop drawing. Don't stop that." And I was like, all right. And then one day my wife was like, I think I want to go to work, and you could stay home with the kids. So I was like, hey, I'm game. Let's do that. And so she went to work, and here I am with the kids, and I ended up having a lot more time on my hands than what I thought I was going to have. And I picked up these airbrushes, and I got on TikTok here, and I was just playing around, just doodling, and Eric down there found me, and he was like, hey, bud, you want some guidance? And I was like, sure thing. And from there, it started progressing like crazy. And then we met Flex and Monique, but honestly, like, all you guys are inspiration. Every artist on here, I've scrolled through everybody. Like, I love watching Raven's art, and Eric, Monique. I love watching everybody. Bob Ross, Danielle, everybody. Art for me is just soothing. It's relaxing.
Yeah, we have a great community.
It gets
here,
my mind out of reality. Yes, we do.
So what's your
Yeah,
favorite
a lot of
subject?
great artists. My favorite subject for what? For drawing, painting?
Yeah, for airbrushing, that sort of thing. Yeah.
I don't really have a favorite. I just like to paint. I've noticed that, like, I've never done a horse before, and I did some horses. I'll show those here in a minute. And my daughter took claim to that painting there. But I never did horses before. Never even tried to. Like, I drew a horse at one time, but I mean, let me see if I can find it here. It's right here. Oh yeah, there you go. See, look, this is my horse I drew.
Oh wow, nice. That's awesome. I love fantasy books. So yeah,
You know, and
that's my game right.
like I just never. Yeah, fantasy's fun. It's that's like my doodle time. You know what I mean? Like when I don't really have nothing to paint and I just feel like spraying something. I like doing stuff like that and things like this. This is with a pencil and
Oh wow.
I believe I used a color pencil for a little bit of red there.
Oh, that's so cool, man.
And that's just playing. But yeah, my like honestly, when I was a kid,
Mm-hmm.
I just like stopped drawing at one time and didn't draw for the longest time. Thank you guys. And I didn't draw for the longest time. And then you know, I was young and dumb. We liked to party, and we got into a car wreck. And one of my buddies died. My best friend, he passed away. I died myself 3 different times that night. They you know, rubbed the things together and shock them to me, and kept me alive, kept me here. I lived in I was in a coma for 3 months. You know, I had to do that live-in rehab stuff. And so, like, this whole time, I was just kind of just really tore up. I ended up getting a metal leg out of the deal. It was really bad. Like, I had to learn how to talk. I had to learn how to walk. I had to learn how to feed myself. Everything. I had to learn everything again. And the doctors told me I wouldn't walk without a crutch or a cane. You know, I was like, no, I'm not doing that. I wasn't having that. And but anyway, in the meantime, the cops showed up and they picked me up and arrested me for vehicular manslaughter. And I ended up doing 10 years. And I originally got 6 years off of the manslaughter, and then I got out, and I got another problem with the police officers. It involved some vehicles that were extremely fast. They were loud, and we were having fun, and I wasn't going to stop. But I ended up having to stop because, you know, sometimes parts break. So I went back to prison. I did a 10-year stretch there, and when I was in reception, you know, they gave you like 4 or 5 pieces of blank paper and the inside of a pen, you know. And I was like, hey man, who am I going to write? And I didn't know no addresses. I just started drawing. And from there, it escalated. Next thing I know, I was making, you know, commissary and canteens just off drawings and stuff, drawing cards for people and different things. And then one day somebody was like, damn, bro, can you do that with a tattoo gun? I was like, oh, no, I never tried. And so they slapped a tattoo machine in my hand. And I will tell you now, there are some people out there that I am very sorry what I have done to them. You know, we tore their skin up with that tattoo machine. I don't know how nothing bad happened with it. It was pretty brutal on many of them. There was a lot of trial by error there. But yeah, it took within a year I was able to tattoo, and I was known as one of the better artists on the yard. And then by the time I got out, man, it was that tattoo machine in me was just the thing, you know, and it was just flying. And I got it out, and I started.
He froze for a minute. Still can't hear you. All right, so we can't hear you right now, Dirty. But yeah, you know, that's the thing about artwork is you have to continue, right? Like when you're a kid, you kind of quit, and everybody drew, right? Everybody was an artist when they were a little kid, so we all drew. And the only difference between an artist now when you're older and an artist when you're a kid is you kept going. So going back to it and creating and finding that love again is awesome. Gil wants to talk so bad. Oh man, I don't know what's going on up there, man. But yeah, so hopefully we can get him back on, get Dirty back on, so he can finish his stories about himself and how he got here. And you back, Dirty?
Yeah, I'm back. I got booted. Right. The screen I was talking with, and the screen just went black.
Yeah.
Time out.